So how do you actually immerse yourself in a subject? Well, first, you have to find someone who can teach you without boring you. You know the feeling. Someone's explaining something, droning on with no energy, no clarity, and each second feels like 5. Now compare that to someone who talks about the same thing and suddenly your brain lights up. They make you feel like you could have come up with the idea yourself. That's the person you're looking for. It could be your teacher, yeah, but it could also be a YouTuber, a podcast guest, a TikTok explainer who breaks it down in 60 seconds. Whoever they are, once you find that voice, follow them. Watch what else they talk about, because if they're passionate about other topics, chances are you will be too, even ones that aren't on your syllabus yet. And that's the key to going beyond the curriculum. Those other topics, they often loop back. They deepen your understanding of what you're already studying. They help you stop thinking in isolated topics and start thinking in systems. The best learners don't treat each chapter like a standalone box. They look out for patterns, the echoes, and the moments where one idea sets up another. Start asking yourself, what is this topic building on? What does it help explain later? And where else have I seen this logic, even if it had a slightly different name? For example, a student who understands both psychology and economics doesn't just know 2 subjects. They can see why people make terrible financial decisions or why markets panic. And sometimes, the voice that brings it all together might be your own. Let's say someone gives you £1,000, but you only get the money if you can make someone else genuinely care about a topic you've studied. Not just remember it, actually care. What would you do? You'd probably throw out all the dry definitions. You'd ditch the textbook tone. You'd find the hook, the real-world story of the weird angle that makes them stop and say, oh, that's actually kind of interesting. You'd ask yourself, what do I love about this? What's surprising about it? So what could this look like in practice? Well, let's say that you're struggling a bit with understanding curves in your maths class. So the curves on a circle or on a quadratic graph. You watch a video from a creator you follow on curves, but they introduce a new kind of curve, a Bezier. What you find really interesting is that the Bezier curve is built with linear interpolation, a tool you remember from that boring stats class about estimating missing data. Suddenly, 2 completely separate topics are connected by the same underlying logic. And now you're thinking, wait, could you build those other curves, those circles and quadratics, using the same Bezier framework? Now it clicks because you've understood it in a way that makes sense to you. You followed your curiosity outside of the curriculum, and it's deepened your understanding of 2 topics you thought you already knew.